Welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to see the data science application in the supply chain and logistic world. Maybe if you are wondering what is data science and why we need to use in supply chain application, you have to visit my previous videos where I have explained the growing skill requirement for supply chain and logistic professional to learn data science, machine learning, or artificial intelligence, whatever you name you call. And as such, these need not be very complicated when you study using Python or R, and it can be used as an additional tool to improve the performance. Let me show you a couple of example in this session how you can uh, utilize the supply chain application and then use it. Let me attach a Excel screen. You have a simple a problem in Excel. Assume there are three manufacturing location and four customer location. You have the transportation rates for transferring from each of the location. For example, Los Angeles to East, it is $5. Like that, Los Angeles to Midwest, you have 3 point per dollar per ton. Like this, you have the transportation rate from each of the manufacturing position to each of the customer location. Additionally, we have the constraint that the demand for each of the customer location minimum is this. Also, there is a capacity constraint from each of the manufacturing location. Okay, this problem is very simple to solve. When you go back 10 15 years back, if you are a smart guy preparing for a CAT IAM exam, maybe it's a matter of few seconds you can get a solution. Or if you are a smart, intelligent, non-IAM guy, possibly maximum 2 minutes, it should be possible. But if you have no the application of using solver, maybe within few seconds you can solve, even if you are not capable of clearing the CAT score, all that. But now in the Excel we used to use a provision called solver to solve this problem, involving all the applicants constraints. But the issue is, when you have more number of manufacturing location and more number of customer location, Excel may not be the solution. That's where you need Python. And of course, in Python there are lot of ready-made algorithm libraries are available. Here we are using one of the optimization tool called Pulp, 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 and we are defining the problem. For example, what are the manufacturing location and customer location. Of course, this Python is a high school level. You need not worry much that how being I am a supply chain professional, I can learn Python. Of course, some little effort is required, but you learn basic Python, that is sufficient. That's more than, not less than around 5 to 10 hours learning is sufficient. Then you can model it. But finally, writing the code for this optimization is not required, because we are going to use a optimization algorithm which is already available. And then if I create a simple model and develop the constraint, and by using the Pulp solution, I can optimize. You can see I'm solving this problem, optimal solution. And then finally, if you have this data for multiple customer manufacturing location, maybe in hundreds or thousands, this problem is easy to solve. You can import the data, apply this library, and of course you can see the solution given here, optimally ship how much from each of the manufacturing location to customer location. Also, it is trying to optimize what is the total cost involved. It gives the total cost by optimization is so much. This is one of the problem. Next one we will take in terms of workforce scheduling. Okay, maybe if you are working in large organization in three several shift, different time slots require different skill sets, and possibly they have to work for 9 hours. And in such situation, the wage rates are also different for different skill sets. Here, example is given a time window. You can see 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 15, like that. 24 hours time window is covered through this time window, and it is also covered through various shift. In this particular organization, they have four shift, and they need minimum workers required in each of the shift is specified here. For example, in 135 numbers in shift 1 to 140, like this. And also each of the time window they have specified what is the minimum number of workers required. There are some shift where more number of worker may be required. There is some example time slot where very few numbers is required. Maybe you can see early morning time, few numbers may be required. Maybe it's a e-commerce platform, and here also a requirement is there, because each of this shift workers has a different skill set, different wage rates. Now the solution is find out how you can optimize the cost by scheduling properly, by meeting this constraint. Of course, here also this is one kind of a optimization problem. Okay, here also we are importing the optimization problem called pulp, and importing this excel file whatever I was referring. And then you are going to apply this problem solve. You are not going to write most of these codes. You are going to use the optimization solver. Of course, basic learning of Python codes may be sufficient. That's what is expected from the supply chain professional. When you do it, you can see the solution. The total optimized cost is 22,290. Total number of employees required is 137. And of course you can also see the number of workers which can optimize the total cost. Shift wise is given a year. Of course this solution is going to take care of the constraint, because in the excel file we have specified the constraint that minimum number of workers required in each time window as well as shift has to be taken care. And finally you also have different wage rates for the people who are working in a different environment. And finally optimization solution has to be provided. So these are some of the problem which we solve in our program. You need not be afraid what is this data science, why we need to learn Python. We make it very easy. Of course, if you want complicated by working in traditional method, knowing more about mathematics, statistics, operation research, then that's a different route. But you need to show your performance in the supply chain profession, so you need something easy to learn. A guide who is a supply chain professional, who is able to explain clearly. This is where our program on data science for supply chain and logistic professional comes into picture. It's a totally live program for 110 hours. Our Sunday batch has recently started. If anyone is serious in enrolling, you are welcome to get in touch with our organization. You can either direct message, or you can Google up our organization name is Expert SEM. Like this, you will see many such application problem, whether it is in purchasing, we use some spend analytics. Then if you are inventory management, we use various optimization tools. And if you are in logistic, you are going to use such a similar optimization tool, which is very easy to use. Maybe you can keep watching our program in the subsequent days to see what are the various application possible in the real work situation, without putting much effort or having a very deep knowledge in any of the mathematics or statistics modeling. If anyone is watching live, you are always welcome to comment so that I can respond. This program is going live both on YouTube as well as in LinkedIn Live. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.